Hello everyone, hello, Chocolo here, but not for a video review. It's episode 56 of Look Back. Yes, hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Shuri. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. That's sneakers. I should have guessed. I wondered what your your new avatar was, or picture, or what have you, profile pic. But yeah, I couldn't see it in the smaller version. But when it's up close, I can see. Is that the new pair you've got? Or is that the one you want, or is that? Now, I must admit, I'm not. I have no clue about training sneakers or anything like that at all. I realise they're a big thing these days. But I must admit it's something that's passed me by, unfortunately. So I have no clue what's going on, other than Nike Air Force One or something. Apparently they're good, but that's all my knowledge. Hope you're doing well. Good to see everyone. Yeah, so back again with Look Back. Yes, where I look at what I reviewed 1 year ago and 5 years ago, basically, and sort of see whether I still agree with what I with essentially what I gave things out now. I do need my notes actually. Luckily, I thought I'd lost them for a second, which would be quite a catastrophe, but fortunately I haven't. I should have my computer basically before I started to clear it down and this, that and the other, but yeah, my notes are still around, so I just need to tidy up the screen a bit just to get things together. Let's see, you would have thought I'd have this ready, but I don't. Well, I did have it ready, kind of, but there we go. Sort of, anyway. It's your favourite pair, Air Jordan 2. I see, goodness me, right, I see. Oh, not too bad, I see. Yeah, they look very interesting. I mean, well, basically, I think the two, I don't know, I don't think I'd get away with wearing them is the gist of it, but they're kind of too tall around the heel side for me, I think, but got a nice cup of tea handy as well, keep me going. Yes, not too bad, hope you well too, hope you well, sir. Yes, thank you very much, Roy. I'm not too bad, actually. I've been a very hectic couple of weeks, basically, is the long story short. Yes, so it's been a bit of an ordeal, really, but I've got through it, and yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Thank you very much. Yeah, last week I didn't have a live. I was just too. I was such a long week. I've only just really recovered from it all because I've just not had much sleep and things like this. It's been a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, but back on track. Hopefully, back on track. Hopefully, wouldn't mind a cuppa. 2 brown sugars and a drop of milk, please. Yes. Brown sugars, eh? Goodness me. I mean, to be honest, I don't have sugar in my. I haven't had sugar in my teas or coffees for years now. Must be, well, a long time basically. I used to, but I basically only have. I try to get calories from my food now, basically. So I just have milk. I must admit, I do not dislike having sugar in teas and coffees, but once you've not had it for a while, you get used to it, you know. But yes, have a tea club. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? A tea club. That'd be would be an interesting one. Now I do have. Let's see. Now we do have to turn all the lights on. Let's see if we can do it. Hang on. Where can we do it all? Let's have a look. So we got to. Well, basically, as I said, look back is where I go. What I reviewed 1 year ago and 5 years ago. Let's see if we can get all the shenanigans up and running. Let's have a look. Now, unfortunately, because of the compact nature of everything going on at the moment, let's have a look. There we go. All right, we've got half of it in place. Well, not half of it, but some of it's in place. So let's have a see. So yeah, basically, there's lots of graphics that I can click on individually, which sounds great on paper, but in practice, it makes it quite difficult to find what I need to do. And of course, because I've not done it for a couple of weeks, I forget every time, which you'd think I wouldn't do, but unfortunately, I do. So here we go. So there we are. So that's something. All right, there we go. Get in there. So I did a remember review 1 year ago, and it was, yes, look at this. What was it? Chopper Chups Cola Popcorn. So basically, bronze level members or what have you or above can have access to that. Interesting one there for sure. Cola popcorn, eh? I mean, you know, goodness me, a year ago. So I can't believe it was a year ago. Yes, yeah, I need to stop sugaring my cuppa. I love it too. I know. I've had my friend, I'm sure, used to have free sugars in his tea. You know, free sugars. Goodness me. I mean, you know. I mean, to be honest with you, it's one of those, isn't it? It depends what you have, really, because obviously if you have a chocolate bar, it's probably got like free sugars in it, you know, the equivalent. So if you don't have that chocolate bar, it's not a problem. But for me, I have the chocolate bar as well, so that's why. So that's why it's a problem for me. You know, I have to, I have to balance it out somehow. But obviously, you know, if you're, you've got to treat yourself some way or other, haven't you? Really, you've got to treat yourself in one way or another. I think is the gist of it. So we'll start with, should we do 5 years back? Let's go 5 years now. Obviously that does mean I have to change all the all the graphics, but why not? You know, let's make it difficult. There we go. Okay, there we are. So we've got some stuff going on there. So now we need the other thing. Now all right, there we go. It's half of it. There we go. Not bad. Did it relatively first time there. It's not too bad. Yeah, 2 sugars in my drink and then half a pack of biscuits. I see. I must admit, these days, I mean, I had some. I think last week. In fact, Shuri, I reviewed the gluten-free hobnobs last week. Actually, I've not published it yet, but I did review them last week. I need to publish it. It reminds me actually, but I did go through. Well, basically, I had 4 packs. I did the chocolates and the non-chocolate ones of each. So I had like 4 packs of biscuits. And let's just say I did divulge just a bit. mm. I love hobnobs though; they're very nice indeed. So yes, I'll hopefully get that review out soon. But yes, I remember you were mentioning it, so I managed to find and track them down. I think I just missed them before, but there we go. So I did find them in the end. So there we are. Right, so let's have a look then. So as I say, it's what reviews. So let's have a look. What did? Oh, here we go. Look at this Kit Kat. What's this? What's the actual full name of this? I need to find it just to say. Kit Kat Chunky More with raspberries and hazelnuts. Do you remember these? Yeah, this was 5 years ago. Now this was an interesting chocolate bar, this one, because I mean it's just so it just looks so different, doesn't it? You know, you wouldn't see it. You didn't expect to see it these days. Very strange one, really. There you go. Hello, how are you doing? Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you're well. Bronze member for 45 months, Alan. 45 months. Goodness me. Thank you very much, Alan. It's massively appreciated. I love the new avatar as well. And look at that, the integration's working now as well. Before it didn't work very well, did it? Do you remember when you used to do these super chats, special super chats that you had? It didn't used to work properly. It didn't used to show your message and this and the other. But now it does. And look at that shiny logo underneath as well, Alan. Look at that. Oh, thanks for your support, Alan, by the way. It's great to see you in the comments as well, by the way. I really appreciate all the comments you've been leaving. Good to see you there as well. I did do a couple of shorts today, and they don't seem to have, I don't know, sometimes the shorts get a bit of traction, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the videos do, sometimes they don't. I have no clue how YouTube works things out. But anyway, I've got a massive Yule log selection you might have seen in the short I did. Basically, I was going to do, I don't know whether I was going to do a live Yule log special. I don't think I will. I think I'll just do it non-live, basically. But I've got like 4 Yule logs to go through. It was quite an interesting one, really. I do remember those at all. Yeah, I know it's. I know this is it. They came and went. There was another one in the range as well, which we'll come to in a second. But there we go. 45 months. That's legendary status right there. Oh, it certainly is. Alan's really helped out the channel, and I think it's well deserved. That's a nice plaque with a shine there going on. So thank you so much, Alan. Thank you very much. I was literally at the Cadbury factory store. All right, how did it go? I think I went there a while back. I did go there a while back, actually. Yes, I did go there a few years back. How was it? Did you see any sneak previews of new bars? Oh, that Kit Kat never did get to try it. Did you never find it, Alan? I thought you did. I remember talking to you about it. That's a shame because I know I know there's AB used to be on the channel at the time. Was a very big fan of Kit Kats. I remember. I'm sure I chatted with you about it as well. I gave it 4 stars out of 5 basically at the time. So it's a unique combination of flavours, raspberries and hazelnuts. Basically, is the gist of it. It's a protein bar as well, but it was. Even though it's labelled as a protein bar, I don't think it was really a protein bar because it was. I don't know. It was a bit. It was interesting. You know what I mean? It wasn't just a Kit Kat chunky. You know what I mean? It was a special edition one. And it had 30% less sugar as well, apparently. Although 30% less than what, I'm not sure. 30% less than regular Kit Kat chunkies, maybe. This is it. Yeah, a bit of a shame, Al. I know. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, yeah, it's a shame. I don't know. Was it just available in co-op or something like that? Was that the problem with it? I feel like I bought it in co-op. Now, I did say the raspberry sauce was a bit too tangy with this one, but it's like and you can't taste the hazelnuts either. I thought was a bit of a thing. So I don't know. I gave it 4 out of 5. I feel like that's probably, you know, based on what I said, I think that's probably about right. So I'm gonna keep it the same. I think you know, it certainly wasn't lower than a 4 though. I think the raspberry sauce is very interesting. You know, it's a bit too tangy, I said. So I'm a bit in two minds of that, but I feel like because I specifically said it was too tangy and you couldn't taste the hazelnuts, things like this, it probably sounds about right, really. So 4 out of 5, but it certainly, you know, wasn't less than that. That is for sure. Interesting one, that one. Yeah. So quite an interesting one for sure. Now speaking of, now do you remember this was also in the range, the Yorkie More as well? Do you remember this one, the Yorkie More as well, with oats, apple, and cinnamon? So they really went. There was only these 2 bars in the range, I think. Very interesting set of products, these ones, aren't they? It's hard to imagine. You know, it just doesn't seem right, does it? Really, just that they did these very different products, and they gave this a 4 out of 5 as well, actually. Yes, it was good. Spent £120 on chocolate. Goodness me, what did you buy from there? Sure, I didn't think I know they have a few things on there, but I didn't think they had that much unique, interesting stuff there. We didn't see anything new other than the handmade chocolate trees that's exclusive to the factory store. We went there because the store had been remodelled. All right, that's interesting. All right, to see handmade chocolate trees. Well, this is it. I feel like it's yeah. When I went there, I wouldn't say I was disappointed, but I felt like I was expecting more exclusive. I mean, I got like a free chocolate bar. But it was a bit of a shame. It wasn't quite as good as I'd hoped it'd be. Maybe now the remodel, maybe it would be a bit better because I feel like it was a bit. I feel like I should have had more of a chocolatey experience really. So maybe now that remodeling it will help. That Yorkie sounds quite gross. Oats, apple and cinnamon. Well, if you imagine the oats, apple and cinnamon, basically, if you just think about a bit like an apple flavoured hobnob, I think is the gist of it, included in it. And it wasn't too bad actually. I thought it was a unique combination of flavours is what I basically said. Very nice and smelled very nice as well. Now it had reduction in sugar, 30% less sugar apparently, but that could have been just the fact that there was less chocolate because of all the crunch. But it was full of crunchy stuff. But I thought it wasn't really much of a Yorkie anymore because it was not full of, it wasn't a solid chocolate bar anymore. And I feel like that's the thing that sort of makes Yorkie what it is, the fact that it's sort of just a chunky monkey really, So it's one of those really. Oh no, it was this one I missed. I love the other Kit Kat chunky. I see. I had a feeling you might have got the other one, but I know AB was on about it as well at the same time, and sometimes and I couldn't remember whether it was maybe it was both of you actually. But I thought, I remember one of you really enjoying it, so yeah, but maybe it must have been both of you then. Okay, you missed this one. Yeah, the Kit Kat chunky was nice. I felt. If anything, I was close to upping it to a 4.5 out of 5 in retrospect, but yeah. But there was the Yorkie one as well, and I gave this a 4 out of 5, and so it was very nice actually. But I feel like I'm going to give it the same again. Certainly not. If anything, it would be 4.5 rather than a 3.5 for sure. But I feel like a 4 is probably about right really. So there we go. It's about the same. An interesting pair of bars, these ones for sure. Very very interesting. It's I don't know. It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame that they've just disappeared. Those kind of things. Yeah, the experience isn't that good. For us, we buy the bulk boxes bar, so we'll be tied over for a couple of months before having to go back. See, that's not too bad then. I don't remember what you could buy when I was there, I don't remember seeing much you could buy. So maybe it was a while ago when I went there. It was like 10, well, how long was it? Must have been maybe 10, at least 10 years ago. It was a while ago, Well, Andrew, good to see you. Milky Bar's changed again. The big bar is now flatter and it's back to more yellow packaging. The squares are flat and square now, like Gallic in Europe. Yeah, I didn't like the new white packaging. I must say it was a bit too white, wasn't it? I don't know. It was a bit. It didn't look quite right, really. Basically, it just didn't look. It didn't look right. I don't know why. It looked like this background here. You know what I mean? It just looked like that, and it was a bit. That's not what I expect a Milky Bar wrapper to look like. And mind you, we were for Galaxy. They changed Galaxy, didn't they, from having this yellowy creamy colour, and they went to just white, and it seemed to work for that. But that's, I think, because it had like the brown colouring as well, just swirled in with it. It kind of made up the difference. But Saturn Square now, eh? Wonder why they keep. I just can't seem to make their mind up. Well, the thing is, why have they changed it in the first place? It was a winning bar anyway. Why did they? Well, probably to save money. Yeah. All right, there we go. As always. But speaking of Galaxy, look at these. Remember these Galaxy buttons? Caramel Crunch. Remember these? This is the old school Galaxy wrapper, of course, isn't it? As I say, it's more white now with they've got rid of the brownie colour for the most part, being the dominant colour, and gone more with white with brown on it. So an interesting one. Yeah, remember these? What were they exactly? Well, I think they basically had nuggets of caramel in there. Obviously Galaxy buttons as well. Now I did really enjoy these ones. I gave these a 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. Lovely caramel smell as you open them. Galaxy Choc is smooth and tasty. Yes, caramel pieces are soft and subtle in the right proportion too. Caramel's quite normal, I thought, though. It's like a bit of a normal thing. But yeah, so is that a bit unfair, really? Possibly. Yeah, you have to ask for certain things, like bulk boxes, Star Bars, I mentioned, and he got down in the basement. I say it's a wonderful day out in Bournemouth. And I didn't realise that. Yeah, maybe that's where I went wrong, sure. I didn't know the code, I'd happily move there if I won the lottery. It was a nice place to visit. I remember having a wander around the place as well. It was nice, actually. It's just a nice day out, I think. But I feel like they could have done more with it, but maybe they do nowadays. Yeah. The recipe was perfect for Milky Bar a year or more ago when it was milk. And when it said milk is the one ingredient on the wrapper. It's still nice, but it used to be nicer. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a shame, isn't it, that they've changed. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it, where if they've got like a common recipe across the rest of Europe, it does make sense that they would streamline it and make it the same here. But if it was better here, it is disappointing. Oh, there we go. Speaking of which, yeah, apparently Nestle standards other white chocolate across the countries. Yeah, certain. Yeah, that's great minds think alike, as well as said, basically. Yeah, so UK Milky Bar now looks and tastes more like European Galac. Yeah, it makes sense to do that. I mean, back in a while ago, a lot more products used to be very distinct to the UK than on mainland Europe. There's still a few that are like that, but Opal Fruits with Starburst, Snickers with Marathon, other things like what's it called? Olay used to be Ulay or Ulay Olay, whatever it is. Like Jif used to be, well, Sif used to be Jif. I don't know. There's other ones as well. That ladies shaving cream, whatever it's called. Is it Rimac or something? I mean, it used to be called something else. Yeah, there's all these. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember now. But basically, there used to be loads of differences, and they've just over time streamlined them all, which does make sense, but it's a shame. I fully agree that they could make it a bit better, but I'm just biased. Yeah, it's still a nice time out. I think when I went there, I was just expecting something like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's kind of thing going on, where it was just lakes of chocolate, and you could swim in it, and well, maybe not quite that bad, but you know what I mean. I think that's the thing. I was just expecting. I think it wasn't quite magical enough for me. I think that was the thing. Yeah, so these Galaxy buttons, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna go out of it. 5 out of 5. These ones, I reckon. I was a bit harsh marking it down just for being caramel. Galaxy chocolate, lovely chocolate, and obviously having caramel crunch in. I don't think you can get these Galaxy buttons anymore, as in with the caramel crunch in there, which is a real shame. Lovely product, really. You did get those Malteser buttons for a while, didn't you? I don't know if they're still around. I think they might be. But the Galaxy ones as well. You get Galaxy counters, I think, can't you? Or what have you? Sorry, I keep stifling a bit of a yawn, a bit tired today, but but yeah, things like this, and yeah, so one of those, isn't it? I think maybe it's just, I don't know. It's a shame that they've disappeared if they have. 1 month until 2025. We're close to being halfway through the 2020s. I know, 5 years ago, Andrew, rather than 2019, it'll be 2020. Can you believe 5 years? Absolute madness, that, isn't it? Where on earth has that time gone? 2020 as well, and that was obviously a big year, wasn't it? It's hard to believe that that's 5 years ago. Yeah, I honestly can't fathom it. Time is just going by so quickly. I mean, I just honestly, what was it? There's something just 5 seconds ago that I was, well, before I started the live stream. I can't think what it was. I can't think what it was. There was something that was like a month or 2 months ago since I did it. And I think it was that Hobnob review. I think I was talking about Sure, it was a week ago. I can't believe that's been a week already. And there's something else that was like a month ago, and I thought, I can't believe it. It's just, I just can't believe it that it's going by so quickly. I just can't keep track of time at all at the moment. It's just going so quickly. And then I think that I'd say that well, these being 5 years ago, then the cola bottle or the cola flavoured popcorn things from before, a year ago. It's just unbelievable. It really is. Something else as well, my love. Yeah, I think I tried to organise something, and I've still not done it. And I started trying to do it about a year ago, and it's just and it doesn't feel like it's a year since I've been trying to do it. It's just gone so quickly. Yeah, that's exactly what me and Megan said. I know Rodal based Willy Wonka off Cadbury and Bourneville lifestyle, so it's a shame we don't get that kind of experience. I know. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? I mean, it's but it would be. I think it's just one of those, isn't it, where you just expect lakes of chocolate and stuff like that. I should have about Cadbury's and Bowie now. Sorry, Al, don't worry about it, Shorey. Well, you're in the right place for chocolate talk. I mean, don't worry. It's no problem at all. I have no concept of time. Right, now I'm working. Someone told me yesterday they just joined the company 6 months ago, and I thought they'd been there about a month. Coming up to year for me in February, I see. I know, yeah, well, I hope is it going well? I mean, is it the same one you had when you were in HR, or is it something else now, Andrew? I can't, apologies if I've, can't remember that. Reminds me actually of when I was working with one of my colleagues once, and he was, he'd been sitting next to this guy for however long, and someone mentioned the guy's name, and he said, "Who's that? Who's that?" And it was the guy who was sitting next to him, and he just never knew his name. He'd been there for about 6 months or something. Honestly, it just makes you laugh, really. But yeah, it was a bit of an awkward situation. But the guy was quite. The word shameless. I'm not sure he wasn't. He wasn't too worried that he didn't know. Basically, let's put it that way. All right. Okay. Let's remove these pictures. But yeah, that Galaxy button is very nice. Those ones, really. Yeah, and the last one for 5 years ago. Well, this one, the Cadbury Orange Twirl. Now, this wasn't. This wasn't the UK one actually. This was the one import from Egypt. This one, I think I did review the UK one about. I think it was 2 months. I know about a year later. It was about 11 months later when I had a look later. I just thought I'd check because it obviously makes a big difference really now. Because long story short is that let's see. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I've not made a note of what I gave it here. I'll just let me just find out. Let's find out for sure. I mean, I'm pretty. Can I find it? So we'll see. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sure it was. Let's have a look. I'm just looking at my old review now. I didn't normally I mark them down, but obviously didn't in this case. Goodness me. The annoying one when you click on these things, they take ages to have a look. All right, let's see. Is the right video? Looks like it's not the right. Hang on. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Right, technology. It's yeah, I don't know why it's not showing me. I think I've just gone to the wrong bit. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Yes, apologies for this, guys. I think I gave it. I'm sure it was like a 2 out of 5. I think. I just want to be sure before I say it. So I'm just checking the review now. I wasn't very impressed with it at all. I mean, the gist of it was it just didn't taste. Yeah, 2.5 out of 5. I gave it. There we go. All right, no, so apologies for that. I just needed to find out for sure. But yes, 2.5 out of 5. Let's find out where that is. There we go. Yeah, so very disappointed with this one was actually. It was a big hype. I think I bought it from eBay as well to get it because I couldn't find it anywhere. And I think the first one I got, the person who posted it to me had just put it in like an envelope with no protection on it. And of course, imagine a twirl. I mean, it breaks, it's just in an envelope through the Royal Mail post. Suffice to say, it came in, not in the best condition. So fortunately, they were a nice person, sent me another one. But what were they thinking? I really don't know. Yeah, same age job. Post uni had Xmas party last night. Actually, oh, very good. Not too bad. I mean, Christmas. Yeah, goodness me. I mean, it's a lot. Well, chocolate starts in like October, doesn't it, for Christmas, if not before? Well, maybe before actually, really. But yeah, a lot of people putting the decorations up even in November and stuff like that. Now, my neighbours have done that. I don't know really. For me, I don't know. I feel like it should be the second week of December when decoration stuff come up, but people just doing them as soon as possible now, I think. Yes, if you look at a twirl the wrong way, it crumbles. I know this is it. I mean, imagine someone posting it through the post, literally in an envelope. I mean, literally. I don't think it was even bubble protected. It's literally just in an envelope. I mean, I could not believe it. Anyway, they did send me another one, a bit better package basically, but it wasn't. In the end, it wasn't really worth it. I mean, I like nice orange aroma, but it was one of those where it was made from Cadbury Egypt, I think, at the time, and it just didn't taste very nice. It had like a chemically taste, and the flavour, it just didn't taste good, and the flavouring didn't work with the chocolate in this case either. It just wasn't very pleasant. And to be honest with you, 2.5 out of 5. I feel like that's, I don't know, based on what I've said, that seems a bit thingy. So I think for me, 1.5 out of 5. To be honest with you, if it's just just not a very pleasant chocolate experience, that one. So I think that's a bit. I mean, maybe the fact that it's still chocolate and still got nice textures. There's still some good things about it, but I just, based on what I said, I don't think I could give it 2.5 out of 5. So yeah, wasn't a pleasant one, that one for sure. So there we go. But the UK one that was released a few months later was a lot better, and it's still around. Is it still around now? I think it might be still around now. I feel like it possibly is. But all right, so that's all we did. 5 years back. So let's hang on. Let's hang on. What have I just done there? I did something. Okay. So I can. No, there we go. There we are. Right. Let's change the titles. Let's change it. Let's see. There we go. 1 year ago, and let's see. There we are. Look at that. So there we go. Great stuff. Yeah. Let's move on to the 1 year ago ones now. So yes, let's have a see. What do we have? Look at that, the Cadbury Dairy Milk Triple Decker. Yes, mint Triple Decker even. This was basically, what did I give this one? Mint Triple Decker. Right, I feel like it seems a bit harsh, but I gave 3.5 out of 5 basically. I gave this one. Yes, saw them in the store today. Yeah, the Astor. It's one that's lingered, hasn't it? Chocolate orange was a bit of a fad. Well, 5 years ago, but it seems to have lingered around, doesn't it? Really, for 5 years ago, but it seems to have stayed. There's still, but the winter mint, the winter orange crisp was disappeared from Cadbury. I think they still did a winter mint crisp, but they did a winter orange one. But it wasn't as good as the winter mint crisp, I must say. But yeah, a fair few of the orange chocolates have stayed around. So it seemed like I mean, Orange and Mint basically just made a massive thing, didn't they? A few years, well, 5 years ago for Orange, maybe a bit later for the Mint, but I think there were a few Mint products around. And speaking of which, as I say, this is Mint Triple Decker. This was basically Australian import, of course. It was based on they did a Neapolitan dairy milk as well, which was essentially the same bar, just without the mint layer was changed. So they call this the Mint Triple Decker, and the other one they had a dairy milk Neapolitan or whatever it was, which had like a strawberry or raspberry, whatever it is, layer instead. I thought this wasn't too bad. Looked good, the mint flavour is nice and subtle, but it's got a white chocolate layer as well, and the milk chocolate layer. The milk chocolate dairy milk from Cadbury Australia just isn't as good as the UK one. It's not like got that sort of velvety taste. It just doesn't really compare, to be honest with you. And the white chocolate milk chocolate, you just couldn't really taste them, especially with the mint. It just didn't. They all cancelled each other out almost, other than perhaps the mint. So I think nice experience. Not too bad at all. Something a bit different, but I feel like it's probably about the same, to be honest with you. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5. I think that was probably about right, really. So yeah, interesting one. 1 year ago though, goodness me. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, Cadbury Demo. I mean, I quite like all the interesting stuff Cadbury Australia do. I mean, they still do so many more different things. Like for instance, they had those Yorkie and Kit Kat Chunky from before, those sort of special edition ones. That is such a rare experience to see something like that in the UK. But in Cadbury Australia and some other Australian products as well, like Kit Kats and anything, like Kit Kat Chunkies, yeah, stuff like that. They get so much more different and exciting products than the UK. Very bizarre that we just don't get them here, and it's strange that they get them there. I don't know. You just wouldn't have thought Australia being so warm and things that just wouldn't lend itself to having lots of interesting chocolate products, but they do. And they had these ones as well, gingerbread as well. I think QP and Discord was saying a bit of a gingerbread thing going on at the moment. Thornton's gingerbread caramel shortcake bites. Yeah, so there we go. What did I give? They gave these 3.5 out of 5 as well. You might think I'd give them a bit more. I think these are still around. I did search for them to get the picture before. I'm sure they're still around in some supermarkets. I think you can still get these ones. Sometimes these are limited editions that don't. Well, obviously this is a sort of Christmassy one. Lovely festive design. I had a nice little design on it as well. It was quite nice, quite wintry design. Nice cinnamon taste. Although again, it's got that thing where gingerbread products tasting of cinnamon. I don't know what's going on with this at all. It's just strange, isn't it? I don't know why some gingerbread products just are more cinnamon tasting. It's just bizarre. So I said it melts in the mouth, these ones, but maybe a bit too much. It's just sort of gone before you can even really enjoy it, but not too bad. But not much ginger flavour. So again, another one of these gingerbread. I mean, basically, you can see on it, it's like a shortcake bite with like a digestive, biscuity bottom. All that needs to be is just changed to gingerbread, doesn't it? Just change the bottom, but instead of its flavours and stuff. I mean, why is that? Why not just change the bottom? Well, I know why not, because it's costs more money. But yeah, don't know. And lots of dead space in the packaging as well. There's room for 10 in this pack at least. I mean, there's basically I think it comes in like a 3-2-3 sort of something like that, or 3-2-3, yeah. So there's at least space for one more, just by the fact that they're just missing. There's just it's just, rather than a 3x3 pack or whatever, it's a 3-2-3. So a bit rubbish that. But of course, there's still loads of dead space in there. But yeah, another one of those where why on earth it's not as gingery as it could be, but it's still nice though. And again, I can't really, obviously, I don't think I get my reviews wrong too many times, and I think this is one where I think it was pretty much spot on, really. So 3.5 out of 5, I think, about the same again, really. So interesting one, but ginger I just don't get. It's just frustrating when they flavour something ginger when they've got a biscuit layer, and they could just make it gingerbread, but it's just lazy, really, or I can understand why they do it, and maybe just having the flavours enough, to at least have something there. But there we go. There we go. We had the Cadbury Caramel Slices Hedgehog as well this time. Yes, another Australian import. See how many different things they have from Australia. It's just ridiculous. And I only scratched the surface, I think, of what they do have. The things that appear in B&M and stuff like that. Should have a lot more. So crackers, really, crackers. Just move my mouse things a bit. Okay, yes, there we go. All right, so this one, I gave this one. Well, caramel in Australia, really nice. It's lovely. These are lovely thick bars. These ones. I gave it 4 out of 5. This one. Now the problem with this one is it's got like I think almond and coconut crunchy pieces in there, But the problem was you just couldn't really taste them very well. Was the gist of it. You know, let's just have a check. Let's see. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah, they're almost lost basically because the caramel is just a bit too prominent. So I don't know. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? But the caramel is very nice. But in this case, you're just not really tasting the flavours of the coconut and the almond, you know. But you get the crunches from them, from what I remember. And again, I feel like this is probably about right. I feel like you know, lovely caramel flavour, lovely chunky chunks in Australia as well. This is where the caramel actually is nice in Australia, or at least definitely just as good as the UK caramel. I'd say nice thick chunks as well. I feel like that's probably a good result again. I think 4 out of 5 is about right. So again, I think it's the same, that one. A nice bar, this one. I'm sure you can still get this on imports. You know, stuff like that does still exist. A lot of these do still exist on import. Just difficult to get in the UK, basically. I've not bought any of import stuff other than from B&M for a while. I might need to do that again soon. There we go. Yeah. All right, the last one for today. Yes, the Aero candy cane bubbles. Remember these? Candy cane bubbles. Is that what they're called? Let's see. Candy cane bubbles. Yes. One of those. Wikipedia says gingerbread refers to baked goods typically flavored with ginger, nutmeg, cloves and cinnamon, sweetened with honey, sugar, molasses. That's a broad definition. Yes, is it? I mean, this is it. I mean, it's one of those where, you know, it does have these things in them. It does have cinnamon and stuff in them, like you said, and a variety of spices. But obviously, I think ginger is, you know, is a prominent taste in gingerbread. I mean, it goes without saying, doesn't it? Really, it's not just cinnamon. But a lot of these products do tend to taste of cinnamon. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? You know, I mean, yeah. So I don't get it. It's very strange. Yeah, it is a very strange one. I mean, obviously, maybe they've got like a surplus of cinnamon, I don't know. But I remember the gingerbread Oreos from a few weeks back when it literally just didn't have any ginger in it at all. It was just a cinnamon flavour. Very bizarre. Yeah. It's very strange. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, it's bizarre, isn't it? It's bizarre that, you know, as I say gingerbread. I mean, well, I mean, I don't know if you've had gingerbread, Andrew, but presumably you probably have. But it does taste of ginger, you know. It does taste of ginger. So yeah, I don't know, and I think, and I mean, you know, call me, I don't know, maybe, I think it's quite a reasonable thing to expect it to taste of ginger as well. You know, I don't I mean, I don't think I'm being too cynical to say that. I mean, it's called gingerbread. Presumably it's not called cinnamon bread, is it? You know what I mean? There are cinnamon buns. If you got a cinnamon bun, would you expect that to taste of ginger? And no, it's not cinnamon. I think I'm sure it could have cinnamon in it, ginger in it, or some other things in it. It probably does. So very, yeah, very strange one. That one, yeah, very strange. I don't know. Yeah, a very odd one. I like these way too many. They made me feel sick. Oh, so yeah, well, they've a bit of a funny one. They've got cochineal in these ones. Sherry as well, so not suitable for vegetarians. They've basically got, and they weren't red and they look like red and sort of whitey cream on them, but they're actually pink. You know, they were actually pink as well. So they got cochineal in there, crushed beetles, to make this red colour, but it wasn't red; it was pink. So they were really, just really, I don't know. They were very dubious to say the least. I gave them 3.5 out of 5. Basically, and I said a few things about them. I'll come to in a second. Oh, spooky vanilla flavour, awful taste, would not buy again. Spooky vanilla, yeah, I had those not heard, Luke. By the way, it's good to see you. I did have them not long ago, actually. I didn't think they were that bad, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's a bit different. I didn't mind them too much. I think for me, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think, was it just colouring in them? Was there any difference in the taste specifically? I feel like it was just a colouring one. I could be wrong, but I felt that was the case. I did review them live about 2 years, well, maybe a long time ago actually. I was going to review them again. I did have them in the stash, but Halloween came and went, and I thought, you know what, I'll just eat them. But yes, but yeah. Candy cane Aero balls were lazy. They should have been mint flavoured, which Aero do anyway. It's a good point out really, because in I think in the UK, not. Well, maybe a bit, but it's this coloration doesn't really lend itself to be mint flavoured. But in mainland Europe, it is a sort of mint flavoured, isn't it? Really, this sort of like this double colour. It would have been interesting. But the thing is, they do the mint bubbles, don't they? Already, they do the mint ones already. That's the thing. Which I would do anyway, rather than just having a red colour. It wasn't even red, as I say, it was pink. Nestle colour red smarted beetroot red. So why caution it? I know, I don't know. And it was, as I say, it wasn't even. It didn't even come out as red. It was a pink colour. I mean, absolutely bizarre. So very strange. Although I do like Aero white bubbles and a vanilla taste. Yeah, very strange. I mean, I don't know what was going on with this one, Andrew. Like you said, it was a very strange product. I think they just decided to try and do it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe had a cochineal infestation at the factory or something and needed to do something with it. I don't really know. It was a very strange product. Didn't seem to make any sense really. Yeah, I mean, I said it had a lovely vanilla aroma, but not so vegetarians. It looked pink rather than red, so what was the point, anyway? And the flavour tastes caught in the throat very quickly. Yeah, I think a funny one, these ones. I don't know, 3 out. I feel like probably maybe a bit more of a 3 out of 5. These ones. Got my Lindt Advent calendar over tomorrow. Did you get the one? Is it the Lindor one or just Lindt? I didn't get one for years because I thought they were just for kids. I forgot about them for a bit. And these days there's so many more options. Yeah, there's loads now. There was a Lindor one I think I mentioned in one of the lives a month or so ago, which I was definitely tempted by, but I didn't get it in the end. Because it was they had like 25 flavors you could pick from apparently, although you couldn't pick from 25 in the end, and every flavor had to appear 4 times, so you could only get like 5 or whatever, 5-6 flavors or whatever. 5 flavors, 5 flavors, well maybe 6, in there. So it was a bit disappointing really, in the end. So I thought I didn't bother in because I wanted all of them really. But I thought you went for the M&S one, Andrew. I thought you mentioned you went for the M&S one. I did get the M&S one in the end, but I thought that's what you were going for. I'm sure we spoke about this. Yeah, I think we did. I know Alan did as well, but I thought you mentioned it as well. But yeah, I think these ones, I think for me, these ones, I think I'm going to lower this one to 3 out of 5. I think it was just, it was just a bit, and I wasn't very impressed with this product. Yeah, I wasn't very impressed with this one, basically. It was all right, but I mean, I'm not too big of a fan. I know Andrew's a bit more of a fan than I am of the vanilla flavour things, but it's just the fact it's not real white chocolate or anything like that. It's just some kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it's not actually chocolate in there, and the colour is all wrong. It was just pointless. I wasn't really, these ones, I think certainly not, they're not terrible or anything like that, but I feel like they were quite an average product. I wasn't too impressed with them really. But there we go. So, yeah, I'm not seeing them back this year. I think they've abandoned them. I mean, there's the Snow Bubbles ones as well. They do Snow Bubbles anyway, don't they? I think is the one they normally do for Christmas. So I don't really know what was going on with these. It was as if they just had some kind of, I don't know, brainwave or something, or some, just tried something out. I don't really know, but it was very strange using cochineal in it. I really don't get it. And as I say, it was pink and white. Well, it didn't even look red either, so it was a complete waste of time. And like Andrew mentioned before, they have red colouring in their Smarties, so why not just use that? So yeah, very strange one really, to be honest with you. Yeah, very strange, but there we go. But there we are, guys. So that's 4 from each. I'll do a poll to see which one from a year ago I should re-review. Obviously, feel free to leave a comment, let me know what you think. But I will do a poll about it. So we have the Cadbury Dairy Milk Special Edition. We'll go through the pictures actually of them all. Let's turn off the lights for these. Let's get these out of the way. Let's have a look. I'll leave that one up. Actually, we'll get these out of the way here. If I can, just takes a couple of minutes for me to work out which ones to. Here we go. Hang on. Is it these ones? Yes, there we go. I'll get rid of the 1 year ago title as well. So yeah, so these are the ones I'll do in the poll basically. So we've got the Aero, the Aero, what are they called again? I'm looking in the wrong place. Candy cane bubbles. Yeah, the Caramilk slices hedgehog. Yes, the Thornton's gingerbread caramel shortcake bites. And the and the Dairy Milk mint triple decker as well. So I'll do a poll for which one I should do a short of these 4. So let me know have a think about it. Let me know. I'll put it in. I think the basically the Terry's chocolate mint has won the last one, so I will be doing that one as a short soon. I did a couple of shorts today, as I say, just some random ones. But there we go. Well, just not random, but my Yule Log collection, as well as Bailey's collection as well. I've got a lot of Bailey's stuff as well, randomly. Lots of Bailey's stuff going on for some reason at the moment, but there we go. So there we are. Right, guys, well, great to chat to you all. Hope you enjoyed that look back. Episode, was it 56? Yes, good to see you all. Good to see you, Andrew, as well. Great to see you, and great to see you, Shori. And Luke as well. Good to see you, Luke. Been a while since I saw you last on the channel. Very good to see you. And Alan, of course, he's still around. Yeah, and anyone else who's watching as well, of course. Yes, thanks so much. And Alan, of course, celebrating, yes, 45 months as a member. So well done again, Alan. Well done. Oh, lovely little plaque there as well. Oh dear, so there we are. Always a good time. Oh, thank you very much, Shore. It's great to see you again. Glad you're doing well. I'm glad you had a good time, as I say, at Cadbury World as well. And yeah, and all the best. And hopefully I'll see you next week. Probably possibly another look back next week. We'll see. Might be a Moustache Watch. Who knows? Maybe some random live review. I'll have a think, but I don't know. Before we go, I just want to ask, what was your favourite Christmas present when you were a kid? I think it must be a Transformer, sure. It's probably Scorponok, I think, the original Scorponok Transformer. The purple and green giant scorpion headmaster. I think I have a distinct memory of getting that for Christmas, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Although I think one Christmas I think I got the original Hound as well. Years before that, I remember that. I think it was when I started school. I think I remember getting a satchel as well, and I had Hound as well at the same time. But I think Scorponok was my favourite. I really enjoyed getting that. I think I've still got it. I'm sure I've still got it. Sure I still have. Yeah, I'm sure I still got it. But there we go. But they're doing a re-release on it next year for the Titans Returns one, so I might be getting that. I'm starting to get back into the proper, not the masterpiece stuff, but the actual figures. So I'm quite enjoying those. Oh yeah, the original Scorponok, that's amazing. I did, I'm sure I still got it, as I say, up in the loft, I think. I'll have to check that. But yeah, did have it. I never had the Fortress Maximus, of course. I don't think it was ever released in the UK, the original one. But I did have the original Scorponok, yeah. That was it was a good Christmas, that. It was a nice Christmas. But yeah, I went to see the original Transformers the movie at the cinema as well, I'm sure you believe it or not. I remember going with my brother. I was very young at the time. But I did go, me and my friend and his brother and my brother. We went, I think I was on the back of my brother's bike, I think. We went to see it. I have a vague memory of, a very, very vague memory of watching it. I do remember going, yeah, so that was a nice time. Oh dear. But there we go. Yes, what about you, Sherry? What was your favourite Christmas presents? Yes. What was your reaction when Prime? Well, I can't remember, to be honest. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't feel too much about it, to be honest with you. I remember, because I do remember watching it when I got it, and I got it. I think for a Christmas, I got that on video as well. Actually, that was one Christmas I remember watching that on video. So I did get that for Christmas when it was released on video. I don't think I was too bothered, to be honest with you. I don't know why. It didn't really hit me. I don't think. I know some people say it was all dead sad and stuff like that, but I don't know where I just wasn't. I don't think I did know Transformers well enough, and I'd been watching it, of course, before then. But I don't know. It didn't seem to. I don't know why. I just don't think it. I don't think it kind of registered with me because I still, had all the other videos and stuff like all the other series and things to see, and I don't know. It's as if it hadn't really happened, I guess, because I could still watch it and stuff like that, And I think at the end as well, it did say it would return as well. I think for the home video release, they did mention that. I don't know. I think because I just liked all the new characters as well at the time, so I don't think I was too worried about it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a funny one, that, really. You'd think it. I know it probably. It's meant to say, oh, it really affected me and stuff like that, but I don't remember being that affected by it. Maybe I should have been. I don't know. Maybe I was a tough kid. Maybe I don't know. I was more good seeing Megatron getting beat because I'm a Decepticon fan. Yeah, I'm a bit more a Decepticon fan as well. And my favourite probably my Xbox 360. I can't remember what toys I had for Christmas. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I did. The Xbox 360 was a good one as well to get. I do remember. As long as I didn't get the Red Ring of Death, of course. But yes, yeah, that was nice. Yeah, I remember I got the original Mortal Kombat for Christmas one year as well. But I think for whatever reason, I think I played it. I think just to see if it would work. I think for some reason, I don't know. My parents allowed me to play it to see if it would, but it wasn't working. And I remember that did make me cry. I was really quite young at the time. I shouldn't be playing Mortal Kombat really, but and I got really upset about it. And I don't know why I thought it didn't work. I don't know why I played it on Christmas Eve or whatever. But yeah, basically. I was dead upset and I went to bed really upset, but then it worked the next day, so I was very happy again. But one memory I do have, and I was certain that this was, obviously Father Christmas exists for everyone, by the way, so we obviously do bear that in mind. But I do remember waking up on Christmas night, and I was 100% sure that I saw Father Christmas in my bedroom. Putting presents down or something like that, and I believed it, and I still would believe it to this day. of course. I was so certain of it. I was so certain. I think I got a bike for Christmas that year. Not really. I don't know, very strange. I got other things as well. Maybe could have been, I don't know. Yeah, could have had other transformery things as well. But I remember I did get a bike that year, and I think it was in my bedroom. I think for some reason. So I was so certain that I'd seen Father Christmas in my bedroom. I remember telling my cousin, who I called my auntie because she was a lot older than me. I remember telling her that I saw him in the night time and stuff like that, and I was 100% certain. And as I say today, I still would, if there wasn't other reasons to believe otherwise, I still would believe that I saw him, because I just distinctly woke up and felt like I saw Father Christmas in my bedroom. But there we go. So yeah, so to this day, any family members wouldn't dress up as Father Christmas like that, so I wouldn't mistake anyone else. But there we go. That's a beautiful memory, sir. Yes, gotta love Christmas memories like that. Yeah, I was love. I really loved all those Christmas mornings and Christmas nights and things. It was a lovely time. Yeah, so nice to think back about that. And as I say, just things like Cadbury's roses as well, very synonymous with Christmas for me. I remember having them at Christmas and stuff like that. So it's always a thing we had every Christmas. Back in the day, we had coffee creams and things like this. And one called Montelimar as well, I think, which I think it was a fondant one, I think, but there we go. But yeah, it was nice to think back on those things, really. And as I say, I'm saying, and I was certain. I remember telling my cousin, and she was like, "Oh, really?" Like, obviously didn't believe a word I was saying, but I was certain, and yeah. And Helen Mundella, it's good to see you again. Hey up, Cole, honestly. Mundella comes. It's something like Halley's Comet Mundella, I think. It was something else about not seen him, Mr. Something Cat, Mr. Funky Cat was he called? He used to appear on the channel every I don't know, 3.5 years or something like that. Mundella's a bit like that as well. Good to see you, Mundella. Glad you're still doing okay. Honestly. Yeah, my brother misses the coffee creams. I know they did bring them back a couple of years back, I think, but it wasn't. Didn't feel like it was the same. I don't know. Funny enough, the coffee cream and the strawberry cream used to have the same wrapper, but they changed the colours, I think. I think the coffee cream had like roses on the foil wrapper in silver, and then the rest of it was brown. And I think the strawberry cream was blue with red roses on it, like the actual roses box nowadays. Yeah, it's interesting, really. But yeah, I used to like those. Just, I don't know. You used to have like a Bourneville and Cadbury Dairy Milk in little tabs as well. They're like very thin little tabs, not chunks, but just a tab of chocolate, and they were quite nice as well. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you went back in time, it'd be probably you'd probably get bored after 5 minutes. But there's some things I would like to experience again, like I'd say roses. Just go around a toy shop. Stuff like that would be great to just do little things like that. I mean, obviously after a day you'd probably be quite disappointed, but yeah, it'd be nice to see. Yeah, it was silver, wasn't it? Yes, that's the memory right there. Yeah, this is it. Yes, yeah. So it's very yeah. I do I do miss that as well. It was nice, just one of those things, isn't it? I mean, I guess everyone's got their own thing, isn't it? Whenever you were young or whatever, you'd have your own specific thing that was the way you'd like it to be back then, So yeah. I think look more Christmassy back in the day. I think this is it. I think when you were a kid as well, you just appreciate it more, don't you? It just all stands out a lot more, and everything's, like I remember my parents used to remove the furniture and stuff like that to make room for the tree and things like this. And I used to love I just used to love things like that, the furniture moving, because I could, I don't know, because I was so small, I could just sort of move them around it and make it like a base and stuff like that, just playing around it and stuff like that. Doing kid-like things, but I used to love doing it, so. Just I used to look forward to things like that. Yeah, very very strange, really, isn't it, when you think back about it? But as a kid, you love that kind of stuff. Yeah, so those were the days, honestly. But I don't know. So nowadays, I'd say big kids like me and yourself, I guess, Shuri as well, get to buying Transformers figures and stuff like that, to relive it all. Oh, one of those. And Lego, of course, nowadays. That's the other thing, isn't it? Lego, all these expensive Lego sets that cost hundreds of pounds. Yes. I really appreciate this conversation. Thank you very much for that, sir. Oh, no problem at all, sure. It's nice to chat to you about it. Reminiscing about the good old days, honestly. That's very nice, and someone appreciates those kind of things like I do. So yeah. Ah, there we go. Right, well, I guess on that note then, well, I guess we'll head off. I say it's good to chat to you, Shuri, as I say, and of course Mandela, good to see you, Mandela, of course, as well, and Andrew from before, and Alan, of course, and Luke as well. Great to see you again, Luke. And yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely weekend, and yeah, whatever gets up to. Nice Christmas preparations as well. Exactly, I've got a couple of figures for Christmas actually. I see, not too bad then. Oh, which ones did you get, or is it a surprise? Honestly, God. Oh, I hope whichever ones they are, I'm sure they'll be nice ones. I mean, I might treat myself to a couple as well. You know, as I get some time over Christmas to yeah, properly pose them all, this, that, and the other. So we'll see. Oh, obviously, but yeah. All right, there we go. No Jow today. Jow usually turns up around now, and just about to yeah, finish off. And yes, it's been quite a long one today, 50 minutes. Yeah, there we go. Missing Link, Sensible Prime, and Buzzworthy Cup. Ah, okay, yes, see, not too bad then. Ah, Missing Link, yeah, I remember you saying about Sensible Prime, actually, the orange one. Buzzworthy Cup as well. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting yeah, one of the, sort of like the Studio 86 Cup, I think, as well. So, although I'm not too sure I'd 100% like it as much as I think I would like to like it, if that makes sense. But still would like to get that range, I think. So, that's on my list as well. I can't, yeah, not sure. I'll have a look at the Buzzworthy Cup, let's see. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's yeah, basically. I mean, he looks a bit too old. The face is a bit old, but it's one of those, isn't it? But you know, that's the yeah, that's the one I want to get as well. I think it's a Studio 86 one. I think it's the same difference, isn't it? I think I don't know what the difference is actually. Maybe there's yeah, maybe it's the same thing actually. But yes, either way, I do want to get that one as well. Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. Just yeah, to get this, and then get Blair as well, of course. Oh. There we go. No, nice. It'll be a nice Christmas though. Sure, getting them too. That's for sure. Oh, he does look old. I think Cub is such an underrated character. Anyways, I'll hush up now because I keep you here for the next hour talking. Oh, it's no problem at all. Sure, it's nice to chat to you. But yeah, he does look. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? I don't know. I guess it's just yeah. I mean, I don't mind it really. I just I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the face sculpt could be slightly a bit different maybe, but nonetheless, I'm still happy. It's still one I want, and I still like it. So yeah, it's a good one to get for sure. But yeah, right. So best make a move then, I guess. Yes, honestly, but great chat to you, Shori, and everyone else, of course. As I say, I hope you have a great weekend, whatever you get up to, and yeah, have a great one, and hopefully I'll see you next week as well. So take care, everyone. Have a good one. And I say apologies if I've gone before any messages come through. Sometimes there is like a 12-second turnaround time between messages arriving and stuff like that. And sometimes they're just a bit slow anyway. It's not that I'm ignoring or anything like that. It's just it just takes some time, and I could have missed it basically. So apologies for that if that's the case. No, but all right, have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Look out for the poll for which one I'll do a short of as well, of the 4 1-year-old ones. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Take care, people. And you, sure. Have a good one. See you later, everyone. Bye for now. See ya.